morning. Good morning. Hello, everyone. It is our final day. We have made it. We've been tracking for 21 days on our self care journey. And this has been a wonderful challenge. I've been hearing positive feedback from you all about your experience, and I'm so delighted that you're here. And we made it to the final day. So each day we've been doing one small task for our overall enrichment. And that's essential to our well being, mind, body, spirit. And today, our challenge is plan out your dream vacation. So, we're going to talk about those benefits. Of course, I'm going to give you the science behind it and tips that are essential for you. Thank you for being here. Blessings to you all. This has been so much fun. Oh, my goodness. So, I'm going to jump right into it. If you're new here, then I'm Kizzy Staten Gray. I am an author and certified life coach, and I'm your cheerleader for this 21 days of self-care challenge. And so we've been having a blast, loads of fun. And so we're here on our final day. So we're going to talk about why we should plan out our dream vacation. Okay, and so I'm going to talk to you about that. So statistics show that just planning a trip actually boosts your happiness. Just the planning, not even getting there, not even doing the things yet. Just planning for it boosts your excitement. It boosts your happiness. And so your happy chemicals are released, your dopamine, your serotonin, all of that gets you in the mood. Like you can't wait. It's a countdown. You ever seen like a kid countdown for Christmas? That's what it's like. They're like counting down the days till Christmas is coming. And same thing we do as an adult with getting prepared for our vacation. Thank you for being here. Good morning to you all. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for the compliments. Alex says I'm inspirational. Good morning to you, Mother. Based on the research and the statistics showing that you can just get in a happier mood just by planning, I encourage you to plan it out today. Every day is one small task. It's not even a great thing, but planning your dream vacation, not just a regular, not just touring DC and going to see the monuments and the museums. And that's wonderful. And it has its place, especially if you're doing the research and um, if you're doing the research and you're planning, you're doing some studies, you're a homeschooler like myself, and it's fun to go see the things that we've studied about. But that's not what we're talking about here. We're talking about a dream vacation. So I agree. We always plan our next vacation right before we got back home. Yes, I love that. That's a great tip right there. Because you get so excited. It puts you in a mode of something to work towards, something to build upon. And it has an effect. Studies show that it has an effect up to 6 weeks before the trip, just planning it out, right? So it brings joy to your life. It helps you get into a mental state that makes you think, what am I going to do when I get there? Am I going to go to the museum? Am I going to tour the city? Am I going to see the Eiffel Tower? Am I going to climb the mountain or the volcano? Am I going to jet ski? Am I going to eat at a famous restaurant? All the things just builds an excitement like a kid is for the holidays or for Christmas or for their birthday or going to Chuck E. Cheese. Or you know how children get excited about the things that they're planning to do. We as adults get excited about just planning our vacation. So thinking of planning and doing a countdown really does help. So I encourage you to do that. And of course, the main thing is begin to research. You know, there are travel clubs, there are timeshares, there are travel, what do they call? Travel cards that you can do that keeps points. You get travel insurance. That's important. Why travel insurance? Because it protects against illness, injury, theft, cancellation, all the things that could happen, and it protects you and protects your income that you've already invested in your trip, right? You can use TripAdvisor or get a actual travel agent, and that's beautiful because that takes a load off of you as well. That's all you got to do is really just plan. What am I going to bring? What am I going to do? You know, all those things like that. And they can do the legwork for you. So, of course, outsource it if that's what you prefer, but you can do it yourself as well. So, all right, so some benefits of taking a vacation is unplugging, disconnecting, right? Improving your overall mental health, decreasing burnout. Do you know that 4 out of 10 people pass up their vacation, like never even take it, just completely pass it up? And that's so unhealthy because I didn't bring the statistics for that. But if you look at the results of never unplugging and detaching from your work and always being on and always being wired, because that stress hormones are being released through our body and we never get a chance to unwind from that, it can be extremely harmful to us. Thank you for being here. Good morning. And so it can be extremely harmful to always be in a stressful mode. Okay. And so it is something to be said about being able to bring it down, bring all of that tension down, to relax, to detach from all of our responsibilities, right? So get somewhere. And then listen, when you're on vacation, be present, be fully present. Don't be checking your emails and responding to text messages for work. You know, you really got to be present in the moment, being able to detach. Okay. It's important for quality of life, quality of mindset, having a healthy mind, right? So we want to close all the tabs we have open in our brain, just like on the computer. We got all these tabs open and our brain's always wired and we're always on and we're always in performance mode and always got to produce, produce. And so getting on vacation allows us to unwind, let your hair down, and, you know, just get into that place where you can really relax and be poured back into. Okay. So I encourage you to set some goals. Okay. And the reason for setting goals are many, but one, you want to keep within a budget because you keep your costs low when you plan it ahead, when you've done the research and you've planned out the things that you want to do. Good morning, sis. Good to see you. And when you plan ahead, you know, these are the things I want to do. And one reason for setting goals is so that everybody you're traveling with is on the same sheet of music, because that's highly important. Because if you've ever traveled with anyone, whether a friend or loved one or spouse, you want to have the same mind frame work so that, you know, this is what we're going to do. Is this going to be a leisure trip? Is this going to be an adventure trip? Is this going to be, you know, what is our goal and objective on this trip? Because oftentimes you'll get somewhere with somebody, and I've done it myself, even in my own household. I've been on a trip when I was pregnant, I remember, and I just wanted to relax. And then my husband was like, okay, let's get up. Let's get to it. We're going to go to the Baltimore Aquarium. We're going to do this. We're going to do this. And I'm like, what? I just want to rest. Are you kidding me? I was so exhausted. I was big and pregnant, maybe in 8.5, 9 months pregnant, like hugely pregnant. And I was so tired. So he's like, oh, we got to go over here, get this crab. So we got to travel. We get to this restaurant. We got to do. And I was for those things, but at my pace. I wasn't looking to be on and popping on my vacation at that time. So have your goal set, and then have a healthy compromise, because I've seen some couples that will say, okay, one couple wants to rest, the other couple wants to go. So let's meet up every day at lunchtime. That way I've had a chance to sleep in and you've had a chance to go out and explore and do, and then we can come back and meet for lunch. Or, you know, that's when our date together begins. And so have those healthy compromises, because that saves you a headache, gives you peace. You already have an understanding ahead of time. And even if you're traveling with girlfriends, you can know ahead of time, these are the things the key things that we're going to do, the main monumental things that we're going to do. But then we can come together at certain times. We do a mom's beach trip every single year, a mom's retreat in the Outer Banks. And every year we have our key times that we come together for meals. And then sometimes meals are on us. So we come back together and we say, okay, we're going to do this at 2 o'clock, this at 4 o'clock, and blah, blah, blah. Plug in if you want. If you don't, then we'll catch you on the next time. We'll catch you at dinner. And so those things are wonderful to have in place so we can be on the same sheet of music. Okay, so get back to planning. Set a date, set a destination, and then set a budget. Know what you're going to spend ahead of time. Now, if you're doing a dream vacation, that's not your ordinary vacation. So it may take you a time. It may take you 2 or 3 years to plan, depending upon what you want to do and what your extravagant level is. So if you want, just say you want to plan a trip to Dubai, and you already know that the trip is probably going to be $7,000, or depending upon who's going, maybe $5,000 if it's just two of you. Then you want to back trace your steps, back your steps, right? Out. You're going to go backwards and say, okay, that means I'm going to plan for the next 24 months to save $208 a month. And this is going to get me there in 2 years. I'll be prepared for my trip. And so some people go as far as opening a high yielding savings account so they can earn interest on their funds that they're saving, or whatever you want to do to build interest quickly, or just to save the money. Have a goal, have a plan, and get ready and get on it, right? Keep your agenda and keep your schedule. So don't let anything get in the way. Now, of course, incidentals come up. Okay, so you definitely want to plan ahead for that, and then have a little wiggle room in your budget for things that could happen on your vacation, so that you have some flexibility, right? That's important. So planning is wonderful. Tell me some of the places in the chat that you want to go. What is a dream vacation? Maybe some places you've already been, or maybe you want to go back and it's still a dream, still like on your list to do. Any place you want to go, anything you're thinking about? So one of the benefits of planning and having an itinerary is so that you can maximize your time and minimize your waste trying to figure it out, right? So if you have a plan ahead of time, then you don't have to worry about trying to figure it out, just being lost. Like, okay, what do I do? Where can we go? Can we ask somebody? How do you get there? All that stuff. Planning ahead gives you that freedom. Australia, I love that. It gives you that freedom to know ahead of time, to chart it out, to know what you're going to do, where you're going to go. Good morning, Anessa. To manage your expenditures and the costs ahead of time for as much as you can. Now, remember, have some room, a wiggle room for incidentals, but you definitely want to have your overall trip charted out. Okay, so you're spending, so there's not an afterthought. So you know, say, oh yeah, I forgot about, we want to go to visit the such and such monument and we didn't account for that, so now we got to spend an extra $200-300. Well, just really do your research and think about it, and then have your list of possibilities that you may add on later, but put it in your budget as well, so that that spending is not necessarily an afterthought. Incidentals do arise. You do want to remain flexible, but you just want overall peace and agreement with those that you're traveling with. And you want your budget to be friendly. So yes, Juanita says Egypt and Ghana. Ghana is definitely one of mine. And that I would love to go to Egypt as well. So I have not even begun researching the cost on that. Darren said New Zealand. I love that. Someone else said Australia. Alex said Australia. So I love these places. I want to go. I want to travel the whole entire world. I don't know about you, but I love to travel. I love to go and see and have new experiences. And it's just a beautiful thing knowing, experiencing other people's cultures. And I love traveling with a native. I love traveling with someone who lives there, who knows the culture, who knows experiences. So I'm not being scammed. You know how when you go to a new place, they know you're a foreigner and they know you're a visitor. They know you're out of your comfort zone. And so they come for you with everything, right? Hey, you want to buy this? Hey, sis. Hey, mama. Do you want to do it? They come for you immediately out the gates. It's like, who let the dogs out? Right out the floodgates. They're coming for you, trying to sell you something. They always have an offer. They're coming for you. And so while as a tourist, you do want to get souvenirs and things like that, but you also want to make sure that you're not being hustled, because they harass you from the time you hit the airport till the Uber driver or wherever you're traveling and whatever you're doing, you reach your whatever your the site is, they are always after you. And so if you don't have a native with you, or if you're not traveling in a group, then you just don't want to be hustled or scammed, or something is not original or authentic or not worth the value or whatever, and they're looking at you because they know you're an American and they're trying to get that American dollar or whatever. So those are the things you want to be mindful of. So benefits of planning and having an itinerary is maximizing your time, minimizing your waste, trying to figure it out while you're there, because that's time is money and everything. Time is of the essence. And so you want to chart out your day, what you're going to do, where you're going to go, how you're going to do it, what you're going to wear. Have all of that in mind, because if you get on a vacation and someone says, "Oh, we're going hiking," like, "Oh, I didn't pack any hiking boots. Why didn't you tell me this when I was at home? I could have packed this," or whatever. So certain things. I know we recently went to El Salvador, and the lady said, "Oh, you should bring coins, lots of coins." Like, I got tons of coins I could have brought, because it's better to give them exact change than to give a dollar bill. And I was like, I wish you'd have told me. I have tons and tons of coins at home I could have brought. But so just those little miscommunications can make all the difference and impact on your trip. So plan it out well. It has tremendous benefits, and it's a wonderful thing to be ahead of the game before you get on to new soil, new territory, and it's all unfamiliar. Okay. So I'm so glad you guys have been here. This is our final day, but it doesn't have to end here. We do still have our private self-care group, in which we're always discussing mind, body, spirit, things that will uplift our overall well-being. Furthermore, I am a licensed and certified life coach, and I do offer a number of ways to plug in and stay connected. I also do master classes, webinars, group coaching, and in an exclusive community, so that we can work on personal development, work on your goals and your vision and things that you have for yourself. So I do one-on-ones for personal development, accountability, business consultations. I do all of those things too. So I will send out invitations. And if you already know that you're interested, then you can certainly message me, and I will give you more information and more details about that, because this is what I do. I know, we as women could use, or men even, we all could use a boost in whatever it is we're doing, and being stretched to our fullest potential and reaching just the capacity that we know that we have within us. And sometimes we just need that nudge and that push. And that's what I'm here for. I'm your cheerleader in this whole journey for this 21 days, but I also am a cheerleader behind you and supporting your vision, your efforts, and things that you're doing, so that you can reach your goals, end your year strong, and start off your new year with full steam ahead, right? Ready to go and conquer your mountain. Okay, I have Charlie. I'm Charlie saying that Austria and back to Switzerland. Oh, I love that. I've never been to either place, and I want to go. So yes, if you have any questions, if you want to stay connected and stay plugged in, certainly be a part of our self-care group. And if you want even a deeper and more depth of challenge, greater depths, then I certainly do one-on-one. I do group coaching. I do master classes. There's always a way to plug in, okay, because we do have, we keep the conversation going. And I just want to help women to get unstuck, to help you see your vision, to help you accomplish your goals. And that's what I'm here for. So thank you. Anita says she enjoyed the self-care challenge. It's been great and so encouraging. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being a cheerleader. Thank you, Mom. I appreciate your feedback. And listen, it's been wonderful. I have enjoyed each and every one of you, your feedback. I've met people offline this year who are on the challenge. I've gone into church and people say, "Oh my gosh, I'm loving this," or gone to different places. I went to a conference this weekend and met someone who said, "I follow you online. I've been following for years, and I'm so nice to meet you in person." So it's a true delight to do this with you. And if you want to come into a private coaching session, I do those as well. Group coaching sessions. Thank you. Love you too. And you have a blessed day as well. So thank you all for being here. I am still rooting for you and cheering you on, and I appreciate each and every one of you. And next Friday, we will do the drawing for those of you who have participated in this. We have $100 grand prize. We have a sponsor this year. So I'm so excited about doing this. So stay tuned. I will make announcements for that, and I will see you in our private self-care group. Well, we would do the drawing for the $100 grand prize. So I'm excited. Yay! Woohoo! So I will see you next Friday for the grand prize drawing. Blessings to you all, and we will stay connected. Have a good one now. Bye-bye.